Hello, my name is Adriana, and this is part 2 of my experimenting with how much I read in a work week. So the first part of this greater series is how much I read in a work week while I am on a work trip. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I can't remember what my actual totals were from that video, but this isn't really going to be a full comparison of what I read at home versus what I read on a work trip, because this is only 1 week in my life and I want to get, a couple weeks under my belt. Repeatability, larger sample size before I do a full comparison with work trips versus at home weeks. So with that, I will just be taking you through a work week in my life, Monday through Friday, and you'll just get to kind of see what's going on. When I'm not traveling, I do work from home. I work remotely. So I get up in the morning, do my thing, work, do afternoon things. So you'll get to kind of see what that looks like and how much reading I get done in that time frame around those constraints. So with that, I will let Past Adriana take it away. Good morning. So I figure I will just take you through my morning routine just this one time, because it does tend to be the same every morning, thus routine. And then you can just kind of copy and paste it for the rest of the week. So I typically wake up between like 6 and 6:30 and I get some reading done. This morning I read about 20-ish pages before I got up and did my skincare and brushed my teeth. If you are comparing this to my morning routine while on the road on a work trip, I usually skip the reading for the morning because I have to get up really early when I am on site, and I sacrifice that reading time for more sleep. But my skincare routine is largely the same, except I'm using the full-size products instead of my decanted travel-size products. Like I said, brush my teeth, and then I go and make coffee for myself and my husband. We are big espresso drinkers, so I make myself a cappuccino and I make him an Americano. He goes into the office on Mondays, so I put his in his little to-go cup. And then I take the dog out in the morning, let him get his business done, get him some breakfast, and then I get started on work. When I have a gap in my morning, I will make myself breakfast. My typical hyperfixation breakfast for the past couple months has been these Kodiak freezer waffles. I toast those up and add peanut butter and strawberries and syrup. Recently, my husband convinced me that it is cheaper and more efficient just to buy the pancake mix, and I, this morning, made myself a pancake. Dressed it all up with all my normal fixings. Yeah, that is kind of how my mornings go. It is about 10. I do have meetings through lunch, which is why I like to kind of eat breakfast later and then have like a later lunch. And then today I will have a personal training appointment. So normally during my workouts, I like to listen to an audiobook, but working with a personal trainer, I will not be doing that. I will be listening to him. So I won't get any audiobooking done there, but hopefully I can get some good eyeball reading in at various points today. Already starting off strong with, like I said, those 20-ish pages. So let's go. So I was on my way to the gym for my personal training appointment, and I left like a half hour early because I wanted to go to the library and print off a shipping label for this package I have going to Chaco to get my shoes resoled, and it was taking way longer than I thought, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late. And then I emailed or texted my trainer, and he said he had to cancel because he was in a car wreck. So that's real unfortunate, but at least now I'm not gonna be late to my appointment. That's bad. I shouldn't say that. That was horrible. I really hope he's okay, is what I should say right now. I'm just a little flabbergasted, or not flabbergasted, flustered, because just issues with printing, and I thought I was going to be late, and that made me get a lot of anxiety. But now I'm not going to be late. I'm going to drop this off at the post office and everything will be fine. Good morning. So yesterday I did not get many clips. It was kind of a busy day. Worked till about 4, and then my husband and I went to the grocery store to pick up some stuff to make for dinner tonight. And then right after that it was a turn and burn to the bar we like to go to for trivia. We did not do well at trivia. Every time we've gone so far, we've at least gotten 3rd place, which means we get like a little gift card. This time we did not do that, so that was unfortunate. But I did still manage to read however many pages you saw in the last clip during my Tuesday. So obviously this morning I got in some reading, and we don't really have any plans tonight besides like making dinner and hanging out here. So hopefully I should be able to get some good reading done today. Okay, quick little workout at the gym. I'm still somewhat floundering in the gym because I don't have a program right now. And then, like I said, on Monday, the personal trainer was like in a car accident. So I don't really know what that means now. If I should like look for a different one with the gym or what's up. But anyway, I made some progress on my audiobook. I am very much enjoying it. And the gym is a good place for me to get through a big chunk of audiobook rather than just little snippets while I'm like doing dishes or showering or whatever. That was a good chunk of reading done. And now I'm gonna head home and get hopefully a good chunk of eyeball reading done. So I didn't do my reading this morning because I was supposed to have like an early-ish meeting and the meeting just got canceled. So I think I'm going to do that reading right now and then make coffee, take the dog out, get my day started. Tomorrow I for sure have way too early of a meeting to get my morning reading done, so we'll have to figure that out at a later date. Back at the gym, we're gonna throw it back to a workout I used to do at least once a week, and now I haven't done it in a while. But that's do some cardio, sit on the stair stepper, and read my physical read. So I have my e-reader and the NetGalley version of Archangel on that. The goal is to make it at least 30 minutes on the stair stepper. Stretch goal is 45. We'll see where I'm at, because like I said, I haven't done this in a long time. So hopefully we'll do okay. All right, didn't make the 45 minutes, but I feel like 36 minutes is pretty damn good, and I am really, really sweaty, so that's good, I guess. The plan for the rest of the day is my husband wants to go drive over to one of our friends' house to go buy his old Steam Deck, so we gotta go do that. There's just some kind of like errandy, run around type stuff we're doing this afternoon. But I'm feeling pretty good about the physical reading I just got done. I think I read like 4 chapters, so that's pretty good. Good morning. I had to wake up early for a meeting, so I didn't get to do my reading, but I will do some reading now. I actually have a professional development meeting coming up with my boss later today, so I'm gonna do my reading for that, and we'll count those pages as part of this experiment. Okay, so I am realizing I let this experiment go a little longer than I do my work trips. Like, I think for my work trips numbers, I've been going from basically the morning I leave to when my plane lands back home. So I'm not including like the Friday or Thursday night reading when I'm at home. But this is my study, so I think I don't really care. So as for my totals, I read 237 pages with my eyeballs. That was split with like 90% of that being from James Rowland's Archangel, and then some pages from Good Prophet, which is the book I'm reading for work. 237 seems like a good number for fitting in around, you know, working 40 hours, doing things after work, living my life, being an adult. that seems like an appropriate amount of pages. And then as for my audiobook, that was all Take My Hand, and it was 4 hours and 11 minutes. I definitely know that one is way less than when I'm on a work trip, because I do a lot more driving when I'm on a work trip, because I have to drive to the airport, I have to drive from the airport to the plant, I have to drive to the plant every morning. I do a lot more driving than when I'm at home. I do a lot less. So that makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, like I mentioned in the intro, I'm not going to do any comparison numbers yet with my work trip numbers, just because I want to repeat this experiment a couple times. I will be working from home again next week, so I'll be able to get that in. I'm going to repeat this experiment a couple times and then get some averages put together and then do a full comparison of work trip versus at home. And we will see what's going on. But thank you so much for joining me in a week of my life, and thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.